Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Daily Crypto News. With you, as always, myself, Bob, and got my brother with me, Mr. Scott Tripp, aka the Crypto Beast. As you guys know, we're both admins over here at BigONE, and Scott handles the social media for BigONE as well. But as you guys also know by now, we like to get together, kind of dig through some of the crypto headlines, bring them to your attention, and see what you guys think about them. As always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you guys have any other topics you want to talk about. And then also make sure you tune in Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time or 5 p.m. UTC for our Twitter Spaces live on Twitter. So you guys can come by and talk to us anytime you want. We've been having some good guests on there lately, and we're going to try to do our best to get some more in as well. But before we get started today, as you guys know, we like to jump over. We added the little market sentiment before we get started. Give Scott a great way to introduce himself for the day and give you the market sentiment based off some research that he finds online, whether it be charts, social media posts, or things that he might have read in crypto headlines. So without further ado, Crypto Beast, take over.
So the markets are down, of course, today, down to about 44 right now for Bitcoin, and for Ethereum, 2759. I guess
really? I got Ethereum at 31 right now.
31. I see it. Oh, maybe wrong Ethereum on here. No, Ethereum. Oh, and euro. Sorry. Yeah, it'd be about 31.
All right, yeah. I don't want to give people fake news. I'm like, hold up, bro. There's no way it dropped that much. Like,
yeah, sorry about that. I'm just reading it in Ethereum. So 31.36, right? I believe 31.39. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
31.43, but yeah, in that range, same thing.
Yeah, for sure. So I guess the only thing I would say is it's still consolidating. It's still following that pattern of like not going up too much, not going down too much.
Looking for some support.
Yeah, wait and see.
Yeah, man. So again, more neutral sentiment, right? Like I feel like day to day, we're not going to really see anything till a lot of new volume gets introduced. I think a lot of the plays right now are people are trying to find those next micro caps to get into while the entire market's down. And that's one of the good things about when you have these type of bear markets is that it alleviates a lot of pressure from the smaller companies to compete against the bigger companies, because now everything's backtracked or everything's downtrending. So nobody's going to, look to catch the falling knife. They rather see it go ahead and land and start bouncing back up to the upside. So maybe they'll take some chance on some micro caps that's just getting started. A lot of great projects have launched. In bear markets, Ethereum being one of those in 2017. But without further ado, guys, we'll jump right into the daily crypto news. My first headline is coming from my favorite news source, which is Cointelegraph, because I'm there every day. Twitter enables users to give and receive Ethereum tips natively. So what this pretty much means, well, I'll go ahead and go a little bit to it. In 2021, September, Twitter enabled Bitcoin as payments for the first cryptocurrency payment option via its tipping jar. So on Wednesday, the social media platform added a slew of fresh payment services to the existing tipping options, including Ethereum. And Twitter support tweeted today, "Have you set up tips on your profile yet? It's so easy. It's so easy for people to show their support." And they answered themselves, vicariously saying, "Cool. We added Paga, Barter, the Flutterwave, Pathum, and the option to add your Ethereum address. So now, no, what are you waiting for? Here's how." And then they go into, showing people how to add the tips to their platform. So, their users can start donating to them. So users looking to receive Ethereum simply need to enable the platform's tipping features and add Ethereum address to the dedicated section of their profile. However, an attempt to add an ENS domain name in place of a full alphanumeric address proved unsuccessful, prompting an error box that indicated punctuation was invalid. So it doesn't look like people are going to be able to use their ENS quite yet on the platform. But good to see that Twitter is taking the next step to go ahead and introduce Ethereum as a way of a means of getting tipped.
That's interesting. And it's a good way. I'd never put on tips on my. I know they're adding it to Twitter. I don't know why I haven't. I don't know. I don't think I do anything worth tipping. So, but
you never know, man.
Yeah.
Could be your birthday, right?
Yeah, I guess so. My first article, I'm going to share it here. because we've been talking about this the last few days, and I kind of find this interesting. I'm just gonna maximize this window and then share with you. Boop, boop, ba-doo. So the Canadian, this on Decrypt, Canadian police tell exchange to halt Bitcoin and Ethereum trades tied to trucker blockades. Two of Canadians' biggest law enforcement agencies are telling crypto exchanges to block any transaction associated with a dozen wallets tied to the trucker blockades that have created mayhem at the country's border and its capital city. A letter circulating on Twitter reveals the Royal Canadian Mounted Police and the Ontario Provincial Police have ordered financial institutions to cease facilitating any transactions tied to certain wallets and to report any information or transaction linked to these wallets. The wallets are primarily associated with Bitcoin addresses, but also include a handful tied to Ethereum, Cardano, and Litecoin. So, and here's a list of wallets right here. You kind of get a good grasp of what they're looking at for wallets. And mine isn't on there, so it's all good. So, and I'm not a Convoy guy anyways, but in the same sense, you know, like, I don't know, like they will be fighting an uphill battle when it comes to this because they're locking down a few wallets, but what's to say that they don't transition the money to a different wallet and just cash it out? Like, it's not, I get what the RCMP are trying to do, but they're old school and don't realize there's probably 50 ways around it that they won't know.
I'll tell you what they're doing. They're making the people in that trucker rally or the people who distributed those funds just come up with another way to doing it. I mean, whether it be you know, Scott, you know, there's a ton of other coins that you could do in a decentralized manner and still get those funds there. So if anything, they definitely don't want that. They don't want that problem. But yeah, I mean, I think when you think about it, you know, governments are going to step in to do their part when they feel like there's something just where they could, you know, make a stand. And on this was something that they needed to make a stand on, and it did force the government to, you know, take off some of the mandates. I mean, because, you know, we do live in a free country and people do have their rights, right? I always talk about that. I mean, I'm not a fan of eating pork, but I'm not going to condemn the next man for doing it, right? Because I used to eat pork myself, so I think everybody has a right to, you know, live a certain way and you know, make choices for themselves. And I think as long as they're not, you know, trying to take out mass majority of the public, I think, you know, kind of should let people be free. I mean, in my own opinion. But to go over to my second article for today, we're actually going to be heading over to Bitcoinist.com. The headline reads, Richard Millie makes the $41 billion NFT market meet the $21 billion watch market. So this is some, like, just that headline alone makes me bullish. For whatever he does, Richard Millie is one of those guys that has put his stamp on what he does with the watches and some of his timepieces sell for all kinds of cash. For him to have a timepiece collection worth $21 billion just goes to say a lot right there. But to get a little bit into the articles, there's no doubt or uncertain in calling NFT the big trend of 2022. That's pretty evident from the numbers generated. Bloomberg reports during 2021, NFT transactions are estimated to $41 billion, but it's equally evident that the potential of NFTs has only just scratched by this development. And this tips the iceberg, hides underneath as a yet unimpressed potential for growth, which lies in all hybrid solutions involving NFTs affecting both virtual and physical spaces. Richard Millie has an ambitious goal to unite the NFT market with the luxury market, watch market. We have interviewed one of the founders regarding the project, and this is very unique niche, where Richard Millie is operating, tapping into one of the fastest traditional growing markets, luxury watches. Switch watch making set an all-time high, closing out 2021 with an impressive CHF 21.1 billion in sales, a performance that topped a record of in 2019 by 2.7. So it looks like he's going to be, doing a collection where you could actually purchase. You'll be able to get a through Chrono Metal. You'll be able to get an NFT to link to a physical Grail watch, and eventually to resell it for a surplus. So it looks like they're going to be able to take some of the NFTs that they make tied to actual physical products, that when they do sell, the people who own the NFTs also get a cut. I think this is going to be super cool. And it's a really long article as well, but yeah, man, you guys should check this out. I think it's really bullish news. And I'm going to definitely look into it more. And as we get more details about it, I'll definitely bring it back to you guys.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. And then I will go to my next article. I find this interesting because after our last one, it's kind of funny. I'm going to share the screen. So as you can see here, FBI calls crypto only game in town as the ransomware flourishes. So the cryptocurrencies and deepfake technology are sending chills through the US government, with cyber crooks embracing digital innovation so rapidly that law enforcement can barely keep up, according to the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Crypto is a primary currency, the primary vehicle to facilitate extortion payments. It's the only game in town. We all know the blockchain offers some opportunities, but the ability to pay crypto scripted immediately into a tumbler, whether through an extortion payment or theft, is a huge challenge for us. But even still, it says here last May, a Russian linked group, later identified as DarkSide, crippled Colonial Pipeline Co. until the company paid almost $5 million in cryptocurrency. The following month, U.S. officials said they recovered 63.7 of the 75 Bitcoin involved. So even though it's crippling to them, they are able to track it down and find the people that have the currency. So in the same sense, it's like potato. So
tomato.
Tomato. So I find it interesting, but in the same sense, it's like, I don't know. These guys that are doing the cyber crimes and stuff, some of them aren't as smart as they think they are, and sooner or later it's all going to track down to them and they're going to get caught. It's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, man, I think the more that you see adoption and a lot more people getting involved in learning about blockchain technology and learning how to use ledgers and learn how to read ledgers and track ledgers. Some of the people who aren't taking the time and and they're doing malicious acts and been getting away with it for a while will get caught up on. I think that time will come. The FBI is always trying to be there, but I'm not sure which side I'm rooting for. Because like I said, man, the power is so dangerous when they have it, right? Like the more they know, the more they can manipulate as well. But not here for that one. For my last article today, I thought this one was really cool because this is about a protocol that's listed on BigONE as well. The headline reads, NEO price climbs after China's BSN gives the project the green light on NFT marketplaces. So NEO fits the bill described above. And the project is attempting to stage a revival in 2022 as governments around the world slowly open to the fact that blockchains and digital currencies have certain benefits that can be integrated into public and private enterprise. So data from Cointelegraph Market Pros and TradingView shows that the price of NEO has climbed 60% since hitting since hitting a low of $16.10 on January 24th, hit a daily high of 25.68 on February 11th. And the project once again on the move on the 24-hour trading volume surged up 292% on February 17th. So 3 reasons for the increase in demand for NEO include the adoption of the NEO blockchain by China's blockchain service networks, which is the BSN, the full rollout of NEO N3, and the relaunch of several NFT and decentralized projects on the network. So look like China is starting to loosen up the reins a little bit on some of the policies that of banning all crypto, and kind of gave NEO the green light that they could go ahead and open up their marketplace. So I watched it on BigONE today, and it had a nice green candle too. So trading volume is definitely up. Something to definitely pay attention to.
Nice.
Until it gets banned again.
panicking. And my next payment, or my next article, sorry, payment. My next article is on.
You're tipping in Ethereum?
Yeah, the state of Colorado to accept crypto for tax payments by summer of 2022. Governor of Colorado recently announced plans to accept cryptocurrency for tax payments in the state, taking a similar approach to Miami Mayor Francis Suarez. Colorado may even launch their own dedicated crypto token. The governor revealed some of his crypto adoption plans in an interview with CNBC on Tuesday with a new piece of legislation called the Digital Token Act. His state will exempt crypto transactions from state security laws. That said, federal security laws will still apply, meaning Colorado is under watch from an increasingly crypto hawkish SEC. Regarding taxes, the government clarified that a state cannot be directly exposed to the highly volatile crypto market. Our expenses are in dollars still, I would add, he said. You never know what the future brings. Therefore, as part of a crypto tax payment system, cryptocurrencies would be converted back into dollars by an intermediary when received by the state. That said, from an outwardly facing portal, he plans to accept crypto for all state tax related purposes, which is a great move on his part to like start accepting cryptocurrency in Colorado, and a way to kind of start the innovation towards accepting cryptocurrencies. And you're starting to see a lot of states do this versus the United States government. It's like saying, you guys won't do it, well, we're going to do it. So I get a kick out of it.
I always laugh at this, and I know I hate to make the comparison, but it's almost like with marijuana, right? It's still not federally legal in the states to possess or use marijuana recreationally or medicinally. However, in certain states, it's already passed that it can be. And here it is, the same thing. Denver was one of the first states to actually open up recreational medicinal usage. And now here we are seeing them take the step and getting digital currencies. And because I think they've seen how much revenue that other industry brought into Colorado, and open up a lot of possibilities, open up a lot more tax money. And they're probably like, you know what, that was a good start, and let's continue on, like pushing the future. And to see them thinking about rolling out their own crypto, that's kind of funny as well. We talked about a lot, Scott, in our Twitter spaces about how these countries are going to start doing their own currency and creating their own digital currency. And we've seen it with Miami Coin already, in Texas as well. So no surprise there. Good news for the great people of Colorado. So to jump over to the last part of the news for today, guys, we're going to jump over to TradingView, get a look at the total crypto market cap and some of the dominance factors that I like to try to keep intact when I'm looking at charts. So the total crypto market cap today is at 1.95 trillion. So still in that slight range. I call it the 1.9 to $2 trillion range. I still think, still looking for some support in here. The build, well, not really support. I think they're looking for volume, to be honest. They're just trying to look for what's going to be that magic touch to make everybody say, all right, you know what, it's time, let's get this thing going again. The Bitcoin dominance is at 42.7, and the Ethereum dominance is at 19.18. I still expect this Bitcoin dominance to, even though it's high right now, Scott, I think what's causing it to drop a little bit, even from like the 44s, is the metaverse presence, man. Like how much is getting put in the metaverse? You're starting to see some metaverse projects really take off. Some of the play to earn games take off. And as that happens, the Bitcoin dominance may start lowering a little bit. It's still not bullish times in my eyes. I think we still need to see a couple more events take place. And once I know that, I feel like these dominance factors will balance out. But Ethereum dominance is at 19.19. So good to see Ethereum's dominance still kind of stepping up as the Bitcoin dominance lowers down. But again, guys, I don't think this is any sign to tell you that, hey, it's full on go. I always say right now is a great accumulation zone, and you do it based off of what your risk management is. If it's $25 on your favorite token every time it hits a certain price, then you just call that out, and then you just have a strategy, guys. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Scott, do you have anything that we need to be sharing today?
I guess the one thing I would mention, and I'll see if we can go to it really quickly and just make this fast is I'm just going to look at the event that they're running right now at BigONE. Just give me 1 second. Just be half a second. I just got to load it up. I believe that, here you go. And I'll just share it quickly with you guys. Sorry about the wait there, Vibin.
Oh, good, brother.
We'll just share it now. So BigONE launched the USDT 180-day savings stablecoin earning product. Bitcoin will launch, and it did already, I believe, a stablecoin earning product with an estimated APR of 4 to 8%. The funds of this product are mainly used for internal lending and leverage transactions on the platform, with the risk of funds use is low and earnings are stable. So, I mean, if you're sitting in stable coins right now, honestly, perfect way to put your tokens for the time being and feel safe and secure in an unstable environment. So just one of the things to consider while you're looking into this. And yeah, I'm excited to hear back from you guys again tomorrow and doing another news with you.
Yeah, guys, we got 2 more episodes before we wrap up for the week. As you guys know, we take off the weekend. But as always, guys, appreciate you guys tuning in. Until the next time, peace.
Peace. See you guys later. Bye. Oh.